Guam welcomes you in the Western Pacific with a simple promise. Here, every step blends nature, history, and everyday life. Among the Mariana Islands, this Micronesian island is strategic and at the same time intimate. It's U.S. territory, but it keeps its own rhythm, shaped by cultural encounters and the sea that surrounds it. At first glance, the light sandy beaches and crystal-clear waters grab your attention. Cliffs cut along the coast, trails cross dense forests, and on rainy days, waterfalls pop out of the greenery. It feels compact but varied. In roughly 541 square kilometers, more than 160,000 people live in towns that hold on to traditions. Its location also tells its story. Over 9,000 kilometers west of San Francisco, Guam has always been a stopping point. For a long time, it was under Spanish rule. At the end of the 19th century, it became part of the United States, opening a new chapter in the Pacific. In World War II, Japan took the island in 1941, and the U.S. took it back in 1944. Marks you still see in memorials and local stories. Today, that path shows up in experiences, open-air markets, food that blends Asian and American influences, and a daily life that revolves around the sea. Living in Guam means stepping into a routine where different traditions coexist effortlessly. Chamorro rituals, traces of Spanish presence, and a lifestyle that mixes Pacific warmth with American-style services. The weather is steady and perfect for being outside. From June to December, typhoons can roll through. But the rest of the year, the island keeps stable temperatures that make life on the street, at the beach, and in the plazas easy. In this setting, education takes center stage. It's mandatory from ages 6 to 16 and helps stitch together local diversity early on. Healthcare follows suit, with public, private, and military hospitals serving residents and visitors. On the map, the heart beats in Hagatna. The capital concentrates memory and movement. Streets that tell the Spanish legacy. Chamorro references in festivals and food. Beaches that draw those looking to relax. And tourism that grows every season. And there's another axis that explains Guam. Its strategic spot in the Pacific, key for U.S. operations and home to bases that shape the landscape and economy. Despite its size, the island offers variety, museums that protect its history, hikes and dives for the adventure-minded, and viewpoints that open up the horizon. Another piece of the picture, communities from China, Japan, the Philippines, Korea, and other Asian countries. A flow that picked up after World War II, when many service members decided to stay and put down roots. Guam carries day by day the mix of peoples who built it. The island is known for its warm welcome, beaches that attract both divers and families, and an easygoing pace that wins over visitors and locals. Until 1962, though, getting there required special authorization from the U.S. Navy, a filter that kept the territory almost closed. When that barrier dropped, the island turned a corner. Investors saw a chance to build a tourist hub that felt like Hawaii, just more accessible. Hotels went up, flights multiplied, and tourism gained traction, fueling the local economy. Its history of occupations and conflicts left marks, especially Japan's presence during World War II. Over time, many traces of that contact became part of daily life. You'll easily find signs in Japanese, staff who can help in the language, and even places that take yen. Japanese origin festivals also join the calendar. The result is a cultural mosaic you see across many Pacific islands. Striking nature, tight-knit communities, traditions that intersect, and a market that spins around the sea. In this context, certain customs stand out and spark debate. Around the world, every community creates its own wedding rituals. In Guam, there's talk of a unique practice. The belief that a woman should have intimate contact with another man before getting married, based on the idea that a husband wouldn't accept a virgin bride. It's controversial, shows up in local mentions, and adds to the grab bag of stories around the island, feeding curiosity and conversation. Before marriage, there's an expectation in Guam that some women have an intimate experience with someone who won't be their future husband. The topic brings debate and different takes, especially because local law treats the question of virginity in a particular way. Getting married without being a virgin without your partner knowing can be used to request an annulment. That legal backdrop coexists with the identity of the Comoros, the native people who preserve respect for their ancestors and a bond with traditional lands, while most folks live in the capital and urban areas that hold about 90% of the population. Life expectancy tops 80 years, and there's an expectation of growth with military projects planned for the coming years. Day to day, people speak English and Chamorro, but knowing Korean or Japanese helps in markets and services. Living costs on the island are high, around $3,000 a month, and that contrasts with the generosity of family gatherings, where music and food take center stage. At big parties or backyard hangouts, someone always starts a traditional song, a style passed down through generations, alongside songs in English, Filipino, and other Asian languages. At the same time, Guam's strategic spot in the Pacific puts it on the radar of foreign powers. That geopolitical weight has already brought tensions like recent threats from North Korea. Tasting Guam's food is like opening a window into the island's soul. On the plate, Japanese, Korean, Filipino, and other Pacific influences live side by side, the result of historical encounters that still shape daily life. You'll see the same mix at the markets: busy aisles, voices in many languages, stalls ranging from luxury goods to local artisans' work. It all points to a cosmopolitan place, connected and always on the move. In recent years, Guam has established itself as a business hub and a landing spot for investors. Tourism beats like the heart of the economy, drawing travelers in search of nature and a warm welcome. The clear coastline contrasts with cliffs and tropical forests, offering hikes, reef dives full of life, and kayak trips. There's room for both adventure and slow, unhurried rest. What ties it all together is the way people welcome you. Locals don't put on an act. The hospitality comes from a network of respect and friendship that invites visitors to take part. In every conversation, you discover a way of life that values cultural heritage and keeps pace with the present. So Guam stands out as a cultural melting pot where urban modernity weaves together with different traditions and languages. The result is a vibrant human landscape that colors streets, plazas, and festivals, turning a simple walk into constant learning. Thanks for sticking around to the end. If you enjoyed this trip to Guam, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episodes. Tell us in the comments what caught your eye the most: the food, the markets, the trails, or the ocean. And say which place you want to see next. Share the video with someone who'd be up for this adventure. See you next time.